and you're watching Shannonigans. Before we kick off this week's video, be sure to like, subscribe and click that bell so you get weekly notifications and get to keep up with all that shenanigans. And of course, be sure to stick around for all the Shanglish and Shimoji bloopers at the end. So coming up on the show today, I am going to be doing a shenanigan Q&A. I put up a post on my Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, and you guys asked me some juicy questions. I haven't looked at any of the questions. I haven't even clicked into the post, but I'm going to do that now. So I'm literally just going to answer as I go for the first time, and I'm just going to wing it, and it's going to be great. Johnny Grind. Hello, Johnny Grind. I did his podcast, The Grind Corpse podcast. Lovely, lovely lad. So he said, I'm a massive 80s music fan like yourself, so what are your top 3 to 5 favorite 80s songs? Top 3 to 5? Jesus. Oh gosh. I have way more than top 3 or 5. I have an 80s playlist that I listen to every day, and I constantly just keep adding and adding and adding to it. My top 3 would be Take On Me. Love that song. Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, Cyndi Lauper. The last song would be Spandau Ballet Gold, because that is actually my shower song. I sing that in the shower to feel amazing because I need to remind myself that I am gold. Next person, Danika Silva. Have you any plans to come to Chicago in the next year? Danika, I would love to come to Chicago in the next year. I heard they have amazing pizza there, and I know if I was there, I'd be 50 stone overweight because you couldn't keep me away from the pizza. Unfortunately, I can't go this year because, to be honest with you, I'm just broke. I've no money, I'm poor. Very lucky because, you know, I have a house over my head, but I just am so poor right now. I'm in college and I'm saving for a house. I'm so mature, I'm just so old. Talking about going to America, if you do want to see this happen and would like to support me and my channel, the link here to join my Patreon is in the description below. I also have a PayPal there as well. After all, the more Patreons I have, the more possibilities I have for Shenanigans to make better videos, to have better equipment, to travel, to do shoots outside, to get more people to come on Shenanigans and star in it. So yeah, the more patrons and the more support, the better. I hate talking about Patreon and PayPal. I feel like I sound like an absolute but at the end of the day, YouTube is my job, so your girl gotta eat. Danika Silva also said, what are your plans for next year? Getting engaged and getting married. Oh, Jesus. Kind of put me on the spot there. I can't afford a wedding, and I don't know if anyone's going to commit to this full time. Who knows? To be continued. If someone's ready for all of this shenanigans, all this crazy in the jaw. Blue Dwyer Dowdy. What's your favorite thing about being Irish? My favorite thing about being Irish is living in Ireland. Knowing that there's no tornadoes or hurricanes and killer bees or snakes or spiders, that makes me feel great. I always say that all the time, like, oh God, the weather's so bad, you know, like, but like at least, you know, it's not a tornado. And also our bees and our spiders and everything, like, they're grand. Sometimes you come across a big huge spider and you're like, oh my God, it was the size of a house. But like, it's not really the size of a house compared to the spiders that you would see in like Australia or something. My favorite thing about being Irish is living in Ireland and just how nice people are and the crack that we have. I got real Irish when I was talking about that there. Oh, and green, white and orange. Yeah, ooh. Ron Richard said, will you marry me? There you go, Danika. I could be married and all this time next year. I'll get back to you on that one. Sam F, sure strumming or absent? Hands down, absent over sure strumming. Any day, any time. Sure strumming, I still have post-traumatic stress over that. I do not like fish because of that video, like, absent, it tastes awful, but the feeling that I was floating on a cloud afterwards is just too good to just not do it again. I have more chances of drinking absent than I do getting married this year, okay? Sam F again, what is the hardest part of being a radio show host? Where would you like to visit first on your first trip to the USA? I think I know this. You think you know this? Interesting. What is the hardest part about being a radio show host? I think the whole Shanglish and the dyslexia of the mouth meets being live, just having to get it right because you don't get a second chance. It's just live. Whatever you say goes out. But other than that, I absolutely love it. Like when I'm there, I feel so at home. I'm very lucky to be doing what I do and getting paid for it, which is amazing. Hopefully this time next year I'll have my own show Monday to Friday. That's the end goal. Talking for a living Monday to Friday. Sam F again, Star Wars or Star Trek? Star Wars. Boom. Cue everyone in the comment section going, oh my god! Light this place on fire. Dan Young, what's the worst thing you ate or drank on the Try YouTube channel? The worst thing I ate had to be in the live Try show, and that was Satan's toe. Now I didn't technically eat it, but I put it in my mouth for like 6 whole minutes, and the whole challenge was only supposed to be 5 minutes, but I kept it in for 6. I was just so in pain and my eyes were just so filled with tears that I didn't even see them waving, being like, God, God. The worst thing I drank? I don't think I drank anything too bad on the Try channel. Yeah, well, nothing that's standing out to me right now being like, oh, triggered. Robert Norris says, if you weren't in some form of entertainment, what else could you see yourself doing? Oh my goodness. And do you ever get when you're born, you just feel like you're like made for something? Like, I just felt like I was born to either be a radio presenter, to be like a actor, or like, you know, a YouTuber, or like anything that like makes people happy and entertains people, because that's just the type of person that I've always been growing up. I was always a clown, I was always a joker, I was always doing a little whoop, a little dance, a little song. I've just always been that person. If I woke up tomorrow and I couldn't do YouTube or radio or acting or anything like that anymore, I would probably teach. I've taught kids before and they always say, if you can't do, teach. I do really enjoy teaching because in a way I'm still entertaining. There's an audience of kids on front of me and I'm performing to them, and once I make them smile and happy and feel good about themselves and grow in confidence, then I'm happy. Because that's what I really like to do at the end of the day. I like to make people feel good about themselves, to make people laugh, and yeah, just make the world a better place. Spread that positivity, y'all. Jason Sawyer said, is there anything that you simply won't taste no matter what? I can think of a few things, Jason, but I don't think that they would make us try any of those things because it's illegal and they'd end up in jail. After trying Sherstrummen, the fish thing, if they put like another kind of fish thing on front of me, I just don't think I'd even put myself through that stress to even do it. Trying the world's hottest chocolate, if I could look back now, I probably would have not have tried it. Trying Satan's toe, if I could look back now, I probably wouldn't have tried that either. But you never know how bad something's gonna be until you try it. And I always say, I'll try anything once within, you know, consideration, of course. Josh Dahl, how was your birthday? Good, I hope. Yes, Josh, my birthday was lovely. Birthdays, you know, growing older, it's sad. I don't like it. I get very hormonal around the time of my birthday because I just can't get my head around letting go of my age. I'm like, no. So now I celebrate my birthday for a week. 2 weeks if I have the dollar bills. So then I can't cry and be upset about it because I'm so, you know, caught up in celebrating, woo, that I actually just forget it's my birthday, and before I know it, I'm a year older and I'm like, oh, that happened. So yeah, my birthday was amazing. I spent lots of time with friends and family and I was spoiled. So yeah, thank you so much. And while I'm here, thanks everybody for the birthday wishes. Mwah! Philip Condon says, any exciting plans for future shenanigans? Any exciting plans for the future of shenanigans? Yes, there is exciting plans. I'm going to be doing more drunk girl tries videos because that was a really big hit, believe it or not. People like when I'm drunk. So your girl listened and she will be coming back doing more stuff drunk. But yeah, lots of exciting things coming, lots more collabs, all looking good on this end. Matt Conlon, how is Oscar doing? He's so damn adorable. And let's find out. Oscar, go on. How are you doing, Oscar? How are you doing? Everyone wants to know how you're doing. How are you doing? This is Oscar's first time on Shannonigans and his first time on camera. How are you finding it? Go on, live your life again. Yeah, so Matt, Oscar is doing amazing. Thanks for asking. lambertblayne said, will you marry me? Why? Why these so many proposals? Sure. Call me. Cue the other guy being like, what? You said you get back to me. Why are you not going to marry me? You can have an 80s karaoke off and whoever wins, I'll marry that person, okay? Okay, off you go. Eric, how many times have you gotten locked in somewhere? What was the worst of all of them? How long do you have? I got locked in the bathroom in Prague. That was the first time I ever got locked in somewhere. I was drunk. It was the first time I got locked in somewhere drunk. Ever since then, I've just decided to document every time I get locked somewhere. I got locked in a car park before. The worst part about it, my car wasn't in the car park. I went out the entrance of the car park, and when I got out there, the gates were closed, but then I couldn't get back into the building to get out the main entrance. So yeah, I was just wandering around a car park, locked with no car. Like, it was so stupid. Got locked inside my house before, had to climb out the window, walk around, go through the other area. Got locked outside my house, got locked outside my mom's house. The list goes on and on and on. I just loved being locked, and I love being locked in and out of places. So they're my two favourite things. Your girl be locked. We'll have time for one more. will.omara, how are you always so energetic? I don't know how I'm so energetic. I like to give 100% all the time, but what goes up must come down. I need to go away for a day and like recharge the batteries. I'll literally do nothing. I won't talk to anyone. I'll just watch Netflix and stuff my face. So people always think I'm an extrovert because I'm so outgoing, and I'm like, woo, yeah. But I'm actually not an extrovert. I'm an ambivert. An ambivert is someone who's not 100% an extrovert and not 100% an introvert, but has qualities of the two and kind of bounce back in between the two. Whew, Jeannie Mac, that was a lot of talking. Unfortunately, that is all the questions I have time to answer this week on Shannonigans, but I will be doing another Q&A in the future, so don't worry. If you have any more questions, I will get to them then. Thank you to all the people who took the time to message me. I really appreciate it. I will be live from 9:30 with my lovely Patreons on Google Hangouts. So if you want to join my Patreon and become a Shannonigator to help support Shannonigans and keep the channel going, the link is in the description below. So do come over, let's have the crack, have the bands, and of course have some shenanigans. Oh, and unfortunately that is all we had time for on the show this week. As usual, if you want to follow me for some regular shenanigans, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at shannonLKeenan. As usual, be sure to like and subscribe for more shenanigans. See you next week. Before we kick off this week's video, so you get weekly notifications, I get to keep up there. I put out some questions, and then they always say, those who don't do teach, those who can't teach, those who don't do teach. I can be outgoing and support my channel.